welcome to the channel. Today we are going to be opening and checking out an Omnibus edition, albeit one that is a little bit bigger than the usual Omnibus editions. Now this is how it's turned up. Look at it, it looks enormous. So first off, I think we better get all this wrapping off and see what we've got underneath. Well, that took some unwrapping. Underneath that layer was another layer. Underneath that layer was a layer of bubble wrap that was all taped round it. Oh man. Anyway, we've got that all off and we've got down to the packing box, as you can see. And if you can see from this label down here, this tells us on it what we've got, and it says title The Eternals by Jack Kirby, monster size hardcover. So that's what we've got. Let's get the box open and take a look at this monster size edition. Now there are more than one version of the Eternals Omnibus edition. In addition to this monster size one, there is also a normal sized Omnibus edition, which, like all the current Marvel omnibuses that are being published, you get a choice of two different covers. You get to pick which one you want. And I think you've got the original cover, and then you've got a version with new artwork by Alex Ross. So we've got a bit of card in there to protect it. Let's pop that over there. And let's see if I can, oh man, let's see if I can get this out. And let's put that down there. Wow. That is, okay, that is, I think that that was correct, it is monster sized. Let's see if I can get it out of the plastic, and we shall take a look at it. Okay, just seals up on the bottom there. And put that down there. So, one monster sized hardcover edition of the Eternals. Hardcover, as I say, no dust jacket with this one, which is probably just as well, because this size is just going to get damaged and ripped and torn. So we've got on the front there, we've got our artwork of the Eternals by Jack Kirby, Jack the King Kirby, as it says. There's our spine, and on the back there we've got a centre panel with, is this Icarus? I can't see. And then we've got various covers all around the outside. Okay, it really is, this is really difficult to actually get over to you, just how huge this seems. If I can just quickly, if I can get it to stand up for a second, if I grab another Omnibus edition, which is for more normal size. That is your usual size Omnibus next to the Eternals monster size one, and if I can grab a comic there, one of the normal size comics, again that's even smaller. So that is the size of this monster sized hardcover edition of the Eternals. Let's put those out of the way and let's see if we can have a read of what it says on the back, and we'll have a look inside it. So it says at the top, there's a quote from Joe Quesada, Marvel Chief Creative Officer. It says, "It took Hollywood and the world of special effects nearly 70 years to even come close to achieving on screen what poured effortlessly out of Jack Kirby on a daily basis." And then on the back it says, The Eternals. Jack King Kirby's unbridled imagination unleashed more iconic characters on the world of comics than anyone before or since. Captain America, the Fantastic Four, the Avengers, the X-Men. Each timeless creation was imbued with Kirby's inescapable graphic power, his galaxy-spanning scope, and his boundless capacity for capturing the human condition. With the Eternals, Kirby introduced entire new pantheons of heroes, villains, and cosmic overlords. The Eternals, once worshipped as gods, left Earth to explore the stars after warring with the Greek, Roman, and Norse gods for supremacy over humankind. Their opposites, the Deviants, secretly populate Earth's underworld realms, planning the conquest of the world above. Today, the towering Celestials are returning to judge us all. Will these cosmic entities, the beings that created eternal and deviant alike and spurred on mankind's evolution, find our progress fitting? Or will they unleash their judgment upon the earth? And this particular edition collects Jack Kirby's complete epic, The Eternals, and annual number 1. Now there is, as I said, another omnibus edition, a normal sized omnibus edition of the Eternals, and in addition to what is in this monster size version, the normal sized edition contains a load of additional material. I believe there was another Eternals series in the 80s and it contains that, and then it contains various other appearances from them. I think there are issues of Iron Man in there and other things like that. So if this particular one is a bit big for your shelf, then I'd suggest possibly going for the more normal sized omnibus edition. Now I just want to show you, if I can, just to give you some idea of just how big these pages are without being close up. If I can get it open to the first issue here somewhere and just give you an idea of what the size of the artwork is. Next to me there's the first cover, obviously, and then if I can get the page turned over we can see this amazing double spread of Jack Kirby's artwork there. Let's see if I can get it without the light on it too much. Absolutely amazing. Man. Obviously a little bit unwieldy because of the size. This is something you're going to want to read on a table. Now price wise, this is exactly the same price as the normal sized omnibus editions, but then as I said, the normal sized omnibus editions contain a whole bunch extra material that this one doesn't. I guess if they'd included everything that was in the normal sized ones in this one, this would be so thick you probably wouldn't be able to lift it. Well, on your own. So price wise, this should be $125, exactly the same price as the normal sized omnibus editions, which I think works out about 157 Canadian. Is it? It might say on here 157 Canadian, which in pounds is about 104, 105 pounds. That's for this version and for the normal omnibus editions. Now with the previous omnibus videos I've done, I got my copy from forbiddenplanet.com, which means instead of costing me 104, 105 pound, it cost about 72 or 73. If you want to go and check Forbidden Planet out for yourself, I will put a link in the description down below. That is it for this monster sized video. Until the next one, hit the thumbs up below. If you don't want to miss out on whatever else I get up to, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I will see you in the next one.